today's subject matter is
what to do when you are disconnected from your original Vaishnava mission where you joined.
What is the subject matter?
What to do, how to behave when you are disconnected from the original mission where you joined. It is a very complex question. It is a question which many, many devotees have faced in their life. Many. While the Guru is alive and in control of the mission, generally it does not happen, because by the love and the identification and the care of the Guru, he keeps the disciples together, he coordinates them into different programs, expansions. But I know even in Prabhupada's mission, while Prabhupada was still on the planet, some people could not cope with the authorities in the different locations. And even in his lifetime, he already kind of authorized people to work independently. Same thing happened, I've seen in the Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. Actually, I've seen it in many missions, that people, right? That people start some separate preaching project even while their Guru is still alive. But that's special. That may be special cases. But after the Guru leaves, there is many different situations which can arise. Maybe there's a new Acharya. Please, quiet. Maybe there's a new Acharya who somehow or other they don't get along with, or they don't have a relationship with him as a Shiksha Guru. Because, you see, God brothers are brothers. And when you preach, after your Guru is gone, the people you preach to, they are going to take initiation from some particular individual. And if you are not feeling a Shiksha connection with that person, do you really want to send other people to take Diksha from that person or not? What is the realization? What is the situation in this particular case? So, therefore, many other situations may arise. For example, they may not be one particular Acharya, like in the Gaudiya Math. After Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur left the world, he had not appointed a particular Acharya. So all of the senior devotees, they were thinking, shall I or shall I not? Who will take the next disciples? Yes. Who will be in charge of the administration of the big mission? Because Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he left a big mission behind. And he said, as instruction, all of you cooperate and follow the teachings of Rupa Raghunath. So this, in this way, we can definitely say that it is a common question to deal with, how to behave. In ISKCON, there were in the beginning some 11 acharyas or so, and then later they expanded it, and they kept expanding it, and even now they're still expanding it. Recently they have added some female guru there, with after long debate. But who is the spiritual master? Who can take shelter? who can give shelter. All this will be revealed in due course of time. Like, I remember my spiritual master, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he said, the real Acharya is self-effulgent. He will be seen by his activities, by what he does. He may not be necessarily appointed. But we have also seen other Vaishnavas where some kind of appointment took place, like Srila Sridhar Maharaj appointed Srila Govinda Maharaj for being the Acharya in the Chaitanya Saraswat Math, and others can continue in other places. So there's so much, a great variety of options and situations which have been faced by devotees, that we can only say now Shaunaka came, we will surely get the answers very easily now. So in this way, this situation has to be dealt with, and personally I feel that the Vishva Vaishnava Raj Sabha can play a major role in harmonizing all these different situations. Why? Why you're changing? In the middle of the recording, you don't change. So we are here. Actually, for this discussion, it would be nice if we would have 10 devotees, no? 10 acharyas or sannyasis from different missions. But nevertheless, any discussion, any siddhanta which can be found out, and there's a lot of siddhanta. There's a lot of things to make reference to and to find out. Just today, I was writing an article, and in this article I said, here in Yamuna Kunja, if you come and listen to the classes, the night discussions, you will meet different acharyas, and you will hear what they have to say. And because of what they have to say, you shall get the answers for your problems, for your questions, because that is the meaning of associating with devotees, to get answers for the questions we have. So the subject of tonight is what to do if you are somewhat disconnected from the original mission of your spiritual master. So how to continue, what's next step to take, where to find a Shiksha Guru, or will you start your own mission, or can you submit to somebody who you not believe fully in, but who's doing the job, like who is continuing the mission in one way or another. So these are just my introductory words. In the beginning, I was thinking that if a person is disconnected from his mission, then he has no service. So in the Vishva Vaishnava Raj Sabha, we have many committees. There's many potential services to be done. And those potential services, they are not locked in the framework of one mission. Really, the WVA is everybody's baby. If you accept the WVA, the Vishva Vaishnava Raj Sabha, is your baby, then you ask yourself, what can I do for this? What is Jiva Goswami's plan? And Prabhupada's plan, or Sridhar Maharaj's plan, or Srila Narayan Maharaj's plan will never be against Jiva Goswami's plan. They will always be part of that, since also we are facing the reality that even such great souls like Srila Narayan Maharaj, after he left, there were so many people with so many ideas what to do, and they're still trying to find out, or they are found out already. So in this way, here we have a representative of Bhagavad Gaudiya Math originally. Here we have a another representative worked years with ISKCON. We have a representative who worked with Srila Narayan Maharaj and the Prabhupada disciple. So we already have 4 different situations sitting right here with different feedback and impressions. So going to a place where you're welcomed, going to a place where you are accepted, going to a place where you can learn and associate with devotees, that in itself is a special feature which the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha truly offers. We offer that. It's available. Of course, especially in Yamuna Kunja, because if you go to Vinda Kunja is Vinda Mission headquarter, and so it's all. But here in the Yamuna Kunja, it is not. Our basis of conversation is not the Vinda Mission. It's only the Vinda Mission has given this place as an offering to the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha for that very purpose. Many, many years ago, we had a very nice program. It lasted, I think, for 10 days. And we had main speakers here. Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj was here. Gopananda Bon Maharaj was here. It was called a symposium on Vaishnava philosophy. We also published a magazine of the talks later. So the place has already tradition in this. But we needed somebody like Padmanabha Maharaj to actually be here and give the quality and protection that this forum is truly non-sectarian and truly in the spirit. And with Kinchana Maharaj Akitambe here also, it's also an enhancement. And our very dear neighbor and Sadhu Shaunaka, also great envision, great participation. And there's Tirthapada. Then there's many sannyasis who are staying in Gopinath Bhavan. Then there's Niskinchana Maharaj on that side. Then we have the members who are there in Rup Sanatan Gaudiya Math. And there's a temple of Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridhar Maharaj. We are practically in the hub of Vrindavan Gaudiya temples. And right in front of Yamuda Devi, our guardian goddess, and in front of Imlitala, which is Lord, which Imlitala is none less than the manifestation of the ecstasy of Radha and Krishna. And this ecstasy, where the two became one, is the reason why this mission exists. So when I first came here, I was so happy because I thought this is the most indicated place for such a meeting. So, and also I was hoping that some of the sannyasis would come and help me. That's actually taking place now. Govinda Maharaj is here. And so, let's start. Let's go by seniority. So we ask our sannyasi Padmanabha Maharaj to first give. We can all expose maybe 5 minutes on our vision, and then we can have discussion.
It's a very sensitive topic which we are discussing today, and Nilmada, we should not move. So, in my position, I was initiated by His Divine Grace Bhakti Swarup Bhagwat Maharaj, but when he left his body, there was so much disturbance in the mutt, and I was very young, so I thought maybe I should join in ISKCON because Gaudiya Math devotees didn't bring me from my house. It was ISKCON devotee who bought me, so I joined ISKCON, and then I was continuing in ISKCON, but finally when I took sannyas, I realized that I'm not going to accept anymore in ISKCON. But yes, they will accept my service because the service which I do, especially taking care of the legal section in Gurukul, is a very rare devotee to do this. So that I am doing, continuing. But again, I was thinking to go back in Gauriya Mission, but there was some problem. Then I took sannyas from Trivikram Maharaj. But wherever I went, I maintain good relation. This is a system that should not break relationship. Even if you are not staying there also, should not break relationship. Relationships should always be there. Yes.
Well, I totally agree with you. We should not break relationship, but many times when you're not 100% submissive to an institution, they break relationship with you.
Yes. So, Gauriya Mission, in my case I am saying, it can be applied in many other cases. Sannyasi Maharaj, as I didn't join in Gauriya Mission again, because they don't wanted me to be in Vrindavan, so wanted to send me in Lucknow somewhere. I said I want to be in Vrindavan. That's why I left Gujarat. And then Sannyasi Maharaj is little offended. But now he doesn't have anything to do because he needs his book to be translated in English. And so then he again asked me. And today also one secretary, I think, Rishikesh Maharaj, he called me, he said one of his VIP guest is coming, so can you take care of Maharaj? I said, why not? I can take care of. So tomorrow they are coming. I said, I can keep them in ISKCON. It's a high fees, but still they will stay in ISKCON. So like that. Means if we render service without any self-interest, then relationship will be there. You can come out of the mission, keep quiet little bit, and then just render service. And what they will do? They have to maintain relation. Like that. But here, after a long time, I found very comfortable place, and also before joining to World Vaishnava Association, it was question in my mind that whichever mission we stay, we always criticize, just like when I travel through when I travel by scooty, and ISKCON devotees, if they see that sannyasi traveling in a scooter, so they don't look at me at all. They don't even say Hare Krishna, because sannyasi is not supposed to go by scooter, they are supposed to go by four-wheelers, and then they will say Hare Krishna. Otherwise they don't say Hare Krishna also. Like that. And sometime when I go by ISKCON car and Gauriya Math devotee, they see from outside, then they turn their head and they don't say Hare Krishna. Even they are well known to me also, but when they see I am sitting in ISKCON car, they don't say Hare Krishna. It's very difficult situation, because Maya, the illusory potency of Krishna, is so clever that she doesn't allow anyone to enter into the spiritual planet. The first offense is to commit, is to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their life for propagating the holy name. And Maya will enter into our brain with this first offense. You have to criticize by not saying Hare Krishna also, by not being happy while seeing a Vaishnava is an Vaishnava offense. Is an offense towards a Vaishnava. You know this? By not being happy.
We have not read it, but intuitively, you must be right.
It is
Yeah.
there in some Shastra. I will give the quotation. It is there in the Shastra. Yes. So, from this platform, World Vaishnava Association, I got to know about two things, that I can work on Ahimsa Mridanga, because in 2013 I told Bhakti Vikas Swami that I don't feel touching this Mridanga which is made of cow skin. Indirectly we are promoting the killing of the cows. He thought of it and he said that, well, we never thought like this, but it is true. So nowadays ISKCON is also thinking the same. And when I spoke with Maharaj, he agreed with me. And since last year we are thinking, but we need to work hard on this level. And the most valuable thing is, means most prior thing is that we should not commit any Vaishnava offense. And this is the only platform in which everyone can come and speak about them. No mission will allow to speak about their philosophy in some other mission. But here, yes, everyone can speak, but of course it has to be sastric, because many acharyas are there, many sannyasis are there, so it has to be sastric. Like that. Any question or any comment? Yes.
It just came to my mind that many times when Istagostis are held, like this is a kind of an Istagosti, those Istagostis are accused of talking a lot and doing nothing. So I know that is true, and also it will apply to our platform, because we are not authorities for the missions. We are just the people who give ideas, suggestions for the acharyas to process them. Because we don't have a system of, we have a committee and that committee has the final word on something. Because it's not appreciated. The Guru's independence is according to Guru Shastra Sadhu Vakya Chitete Koriya Aikya, and not Sadhu, Guru Shastra Sadhu Committee, and then, no. But still, different subjects have to be presented, evaluated, analyzed, and then suggestions can be made to the respective missions. These suggestions, they can only be produced if there's quite a lot of interest and discussion. So therefore, all these discussions like we're doing now, this goes on to the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha World Vaishnava Association YouTube channel. There, people who are interested in the subjects, they can find out, and gradually there will be changes. Just like there has been so many changes. Srila Prabhupada asked us, his disciples, clean Vrindavan, fix the old temples, and establish glorious deity worship. Glorious deity worship was established by him alone by establishing Krishna Balaram Mandir. I think Krishna Balaram Mandir may have the highest standard of deity worship in Vrindavan, and if not, then only because people are copying or trying to compete with Krishna Balaram, because previously there was not anything of that type, even in Radha Gopinath. Radha Raman has its own opulence, no doubt. They have their own high standards. And Srila Prabhupada said we should follow Imlitala for worship. He always had a great regard for Srila Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj's style. and Radharaman, he also said. Nevertheless, ISKCON has a very high standard, and all the other temples like Radha Damodar, they have simply copied. And many times, devotees of ISKCON or devotees of Prabhupada have been behind that improved worship also. They have given donations, made outfits, and organized festivals. And Prabhupada's influence is felt everywhere. As far as the old temples is concerned, the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha has created the temple adoption program, which has been quite successful. Old temples which were in great neglect because there was no acharya and no powerful governing board and no finances, they have been adopted by different temples, and thus nowadays have changed. Look at Dauji Mandir, that was a dead place, and now it's one of the most swanky and very well-organized temples of Gopinath Gaudiya Math. Look at the Nishkinchana Maharaj's temple of Radha Vrindavan Chandra, which turned from a very nice, simple temple into the most magnificent carved temple in the Braj, practically.
Which one?
Nishkinchana Maharaj's place.
Yes.
So I could give many more examples, but I don't want to take the time away from our main subject. So all I wanted to say is that the devotees who are concerned with how to continue after their spiritual master leaves, and if they do for some reason but get disconnected from the mission, that they must have communication with each other. They must have a platform where can they go and where they're welcome. And that platform is provided by Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. I don't see any other platform of that type until now. Now I request Chaunaka to give his feeling on this issue, since he is also quite personally experienced.
I don't think that I can say that there's a blame. There's no blame.
No.
And anybody who thinks there's a blame is not right up here. When there isn't that power, that spiritual guidance, when there isn't that presence there is a development. The development is less like dependent on feelings and more dependent on Shastra. The person delves more and more on the safety of what Shastra says. Whereas if that person was present, everybody's just thinking of him and just following him. And just like, I'm going to serve you, I'm giving my heart to you. But then when he's gone, it's, I got to remember this one, and I got to remember that one, and I got to, and everybody is translating different, the same thing. So then it becomes even in the Sri Sampradaya, by the time, 1117 Ramanujacharya, and then all of a sudden 15s are coming by, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is coming out. It's a mess. It's a total mess. So who's going to reorganize? Only that person who has the power to reorganize can reorganize. We can speak and we can pray and we can give our heart and we can say, we want to help you, but I don't have the power, but at least I have some feeling. Because this is what is supposed to happen. There's supposed to be confusion when there isn't a Bhakti Siddhanta with all his great devotees, Bhakti Rakshaka Sridhar, so many, you can name them all. And even they split up. They split, but they go together. Three of them go with, two big charyas go with Bhakti Rakshaka Sridhar Dev, and he's with them, and all of a sudden he turns around to them, he says, you know, you are acharyas in your own being. And I want you to be acharya of your own movement. He's not kicking them out, but he's telling them, I recognize you are acharyas. You know? So then they have to go. You know? So, in other words, what is rolling past us, we have to, of course, avoid the stumbling blocks, avoid the offenses, but don't think it's strange. In any great moment it happens. The Ramanandis, they came in with so much philosophy, and they went so much onto the philosophical side that they came to the conclusion we should not stand up for Artik, it's sentimental. That's how far they went, on just depending on the philosophical side. So, and that is not a strange thing to come about, because they have all the reasoning and all the philosophy. Why? Philosophy is stronger than your puja, and I'm not standing up. Huh? So we can see this in Gujarat. They're really holding into that position of Shastra and following rules and regulations, which is good, but who are the followers? Is that follower above the rule and regulation and able to give it to me in a pure way? Or is that follower also just following a rule and regulation? Do you understand? The person that is above the rule and regulation and knows why and how to apply that rule and regulation, he has a lot of heart for you. Because like the Rav Chakrasidhar says, the person at the top of the ladder isn't fighting with anybody. He's at the top of the ladder. He's already at the top. Everybody else is trying to fight to get up the ladder, you know? So is he just applying some rule and regulation, and I'm not seeing love and devotion and compassion, and I feel like I'm out of the whole program, you know? But because he doesn't realize what the rule and regulation is going to manifest, or how it should be manifested, and how it should be put into practice and applied. It's difficult. So without those personalities that are above, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he's coming, he's not having to plan everything out. He's not having to talk to people about everything, of what he's going to do and this, that, and the other. He totally submits himself to Yogamaya. Yogamaya, she knows his heart. She knows what is happening wrong. She knows, and he is just moving along with Yogamaya. He doesn't even have to know that he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He doesn't have to know that, because everything is being taken care of by Yogamaya. All of the things that he's doing, it's stated that, he comes, but why does he come like a representative of the Ramanandis and just destroying everybody's philosophy? And he's called the arrogant Nimai, and everybody is so angry at him because he's taken all their money. He knows how to do the Shiva Puj, the Durga Puj, all the pujas perfectly, and everybody in Navadvip area is coming to him. And all the other pundits have to stand around and watch Nimai Pandit do everything, So, but is he thinking? No, he's all under the direction of Yogamaya. Under the direction of Yogamaya. But he does tell them one thing. He says that when you combine two syllables, and if you combine those two syllables and you don't know those combination of two syllables, has to lead you to the feet of the truth. If it doesn't lead you to the feet of the truth, you are not a knower of Shastra. That's all he says to them. So in other words, he knows
He can feel, he can know, because he knows that even two sounds combined together in Vyakara, those two sounds lead you to the feet of surrendering to the truth. So he would not accept somebody without tilak. Because if they came without tilak, it means that they didn't do puja and they're not a devotee of the Lord. And it wasn't saying Gaudiya tilak or anything, but it has to be two lines going up. That's the only indication he gave. Two lines going upward and nothing going across. Yeah, Purna. Yeah, none of that. He says, and then you can sit in my class. Other than that, you go home. You do your puja and you think of the Lord, and then you come here. This is all he implicated in his students. He just wanted that. And the rest was just flowing from him under the directions of Yogamaya. And so he wasn't thinking at night, oh, I gotta. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wasn't thinking of what he has to do the next day. He's just laying back in his bed and going to sleep. He doesn't have to go over all the situations and everything. He is totally in the directions of Yogamaya, doing everything according to her ways of doing things. And even he's not even knowing that Lakshmi Priya is Shri. He doesn't even know. But all of a sudden, his heart bumps. Boom, boom. It's like Yogamaya saying, hey, this is somebody you know. You know? So, he wants to be like that. He wants to be like the unknown personality. And even when he marries Lakshmi Priya, and Mother Sachi looks at Lakshmi Priya, and she sees this golden flame, this like spiritual eminence, from her. And then she feels all this riches are coming into her household. And she's just so amazed. And what is Nimai doing? Cross-legged, and he doesn't even look like anything. He doesn't even manifest anything of the Supreme. No divinity. She's manifesting all divinity, and he's not manifesting any divinity. He's totally under the directions of Yogamaya. And this is, so we just want to not bother him in his, of course even Prabhupada says, if you don't go back to Godhead this life, I'll come back and get you, but don't make me come back. Yeah. He said, don't make me come back. You guys behave yourselves and get out of here. Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Huh? Someone asked. Why are you disturbing the class?
Yeah, so we don't want to disturb Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We want to meditate on his leelas, and we want to learn something from him. But just imagine how much feelings he has. He has so much feelings. His students loved him. He was able to project that upon them. All this love was coming out from him. Yeah.
Could you also say something on the subject?
Yeah, please.
Could you also say something on the subject?
Oh, yeah, I know, but this is the subject. It's very hard for us without the... In other words, what we're doing is the best that we can. This is what we're doing is the best as we can, and with the best of the support that we can. And if someone wants more results, then they have to come forward and also give us their input. And okay, we can the situation now within many of the societies is not as it should be, but it's not surprising. Why would it be surprising to us? It's not surprising. You would
because they're trying to hang on to something.
I think you said something very important.
At least one thing.
Blame. Nobody to blame.
Yeah, there's nobody to
That
blame.
means there is some divine plan behind everything,
That's
which
it.
has to be appreciated. And maybe you understand it, maybe you don't understand it. There's so many things we don't understand, but sometimes, like for example, why did Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada did not appoint an acharya? Because he wanted many of his disciples to become acharyas. That is the simple and obvious reason, and they became, and they flourished, some more than others, and so it's very interesting. So, with your permission, we want to hear something Maharaj say on the issues. You want to speak on the issue?
What the issue today?
What to do when you lost your connection with your original mission.
It is a very complicated question, but still I am trying to say something. We fail to keep connection with our original temples. It may happen, and there are many reasons, because persons of unknown identity may come to the temple. I am staying in the temple, so the persons of unknown identity may quarrel with me with some interests or cause. So something can happen there. If I don't stay there, suppose I am not staying there, but there are some reasons, it is very difficult for me to explain everything. But suppose something has happened, but it is not that I have no connection with them, I have no connection with the sannyasis, I have no connection with the devotees. As Lord Krishna has sent me to this globe to do something for the suffering humanity or for the devotees, then I shall do something for them. It is my positive look. It is like negative things. I always try my best to take up positive things. And it is my unshaken belief that even a single blade of grass doesn't move without the will of God. Everything is happening. I am thinking that I have done this. You are thinking that you have done this. But actually, everything is happening with the will of Lord Krishna. What is blotted can't be blotted. So, what to do is really a very complicated question to me, but we shall have to try to solve the problems. If we face some problems, then we shall assemble here. Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha is a very fine platform where the devotees of different temples may assemble. He has a relation with the temple or he has no relation with the temple, that is not a question. Everybody can come here on this platform and difficult subject matters may be discussed, and we shall formulate a plan to solve the difficult situations, because our predecessors will remain present here, seniors will remain present there. If I commit any mistake, then that will be solved by our seniors. It is very natural that we shall commit mistake, because two are is human. So it is not that I shall not commit mistake. No, I have the very possibility to commit blunders. So if we face some problems, those problems will be solved. Those problems will be solved from some discussions. So, in the true sense of term, Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha is a very fine platform where the detached sannyasis or detached devotees, I am using the word detached because actually I have taken initiation from Bhakti Prabhu, Bhakti Surit Paribrajak Maharaj, who belongs to Sri Gaudiya Math. And then I have taken sannyas from another temple, and that means I have taken in sannyas initiation from Bhakti Prabhu Mahavir Goswami Maharaj. But in actuality, I try my best to keep relations with my former temple. I try my best to keep relations with the present temple. But everybody is saying, stay here, stay here. But my aim is to preach the holy names of Krishna throughout the world. So if I don't stay here, if I don't stay there, that is not a matter. I am in this globe, so I can stay at any place of the world. My aim is to preach the holy names of Krishna. So if Krishna wants that I should stay here, I shall be bound to stay here. If Lord Krishna wants me to stay in America, then I am bound to stay in America. I have no capacity. I shall say, no, I shall not stay here. Lord Krishna, you are wanting me to stay in America. What? I shall not go to America. I shall stay in India. No. Who am I? I am forced to carry out the instruction of my seniors, and actually everything will happen by the mercy of Krishna. Because just shortly before, I have used a sentence, even a single blade of grass doesn't move without the will of God. So what will happen? It will happen
nice.
as per the
Very nice words, Maharaj. Very
dictations of
appreciated.
Lord Krishna.
So now we ask Govinda Maharaj to give his words, and then we want to hear Madhava Krishna to also say what is his impression.
ओम अज्ञानतिबन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः साक्षाद्धरितेन समस्त शास्त्रैरुतस्ततः सद्भिः किन्तु प्रभोज्यप्रियवतस्य वन्दे गुरुश्रीचरणविन्दम् गुरुमुख पद्मवाक्য চিত্তেতে করে ঐক্য আর না করিয়া মনে আশা শ্রী গুরু চরণের রতি এই সে উত্তম গতি যে পোষাতে পুরে সর্ব আশা So I give my Dandavat Pranam to my Srila Gurudev, Srila Abhayacharana Vinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, and all of my Shiksha Gurupad, Srila Bhakti Rakbelli, Srila Bhakti Rakshitadev Goswami Maharaj, to Srila Bhakti Kumar Sundar Goswami Maharaj, and all of associate with Srila Jagadguru, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, my Param Gurudev. And then I give here present my Sannyas Gurudev, Srila, and as my father, as my Shiksha Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Alak Paramadhananda Swami Maharaj, also to my here present my all of Godfather and all of Brahmacharis, all of devotees. So today subject I had from Srila Gurudev. So is subject not tough, say about this not tough, but also not so easy. I give in only some example. When I got initiation from Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, anyhow for some causes Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj don't want to give me initiation, but by the mercy, by the recommendation, by the blessing of Ramesh Prabhu, my elder godfather, by his recommendation, he saved my hair. Selfly, he bring for me dhoti and everything. And Gurudev given me initiation. This time Gurudev say, I asked, Ramesh Prabhu say, ask please, what is your mott name? So I asked, what is my mission name? Srila Gurudev say, your mission name is Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, and your Guru Maharaj is Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. He is the, because Gurudev is the Tinadapi. Another day we have talk about Tinadapi Sunichena Thogurupi Shaishna. Tinadapi Sunichena, if got any body, human body, this is Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. Everybody know here. So he say, Baba, I am a servant of Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, Sri Chaitanya Math. Only Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. Here Acharya is Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. He is your Guru Maharaj. And your mission name is Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. So, continue I feel and continue I got same status as one of Chaitanya Gaudiya Math devotee, means Srila Bhakti Ayatma Madhav Goswami Maharaj disciple, and Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj disciple, and later as present Acharya Srila Vishnu Maharaj disciple. Same status I got. Because when I sitting with the devotees of Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, I feel this is my mott. So today morning, just morning, we are talking about the Parampara, Guru Parampara and Bhagavad Parampara. What is the Bhagavad Parampara? Like beginning, Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Srila Srinivasacharya Prabhu, Srila Shyamananda Prabhu, Dukhi Krishna Das. They are from three another mission. Means Narottam Das Thakur mission from Lokanath Goswami. I call mission because they have several temples. They are not worshipped in one temple, every deity in one temple. No. Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Radharaman, Lokanath Goswami, Radha Vinod, Madan Mohan from Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami giving his Damodar to Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami worship Govindaji, several, but Jiva Goswami know the every deity worship style by every Goswami, several Goswamis. But so these three from another mission, but Jiva Goswami have no disciple. Actually, this is the some this nice history of the Gaudiya because Lokanath Goswami actually the disciple of Jannava Mata, not Nityananda. But Jannava Mata so much respected her Prabhu Nityananda and say, you are disciple of Nityananda. This is harm, because Jannava Mata and Nityananda is no difference between them. So, this is the beginning, but they are not fight with each other. Ramachandra Kaviraj from another mission, another side. They are not fight with each other. No, they are always together. Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, one time one of devotees, I forget the name, he is a very good singer from Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, now living outside of the India. He prayed to Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj on 2012, 2012, the last Kartik month in Mayapur, which attended by Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. He want to stay in Gopinath Gaudiya Math, because Gopinath Gaudiya Math belong to my Gurudev. I am Gopinath Gaudiya Math devotee also, because this is belong to my Gurudev. But my Gurudev say your mission is Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. So I am more attached with Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. So from Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, many time I got many of responsibility, like now Goalpara program, a lot of responsibility to me. Vishnu Maharaj given, Srila Vishnu Maharaj given. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Tirtha Goswami Maharaj said in front of me, Chaitanya Gauriya Math, Gopinath Gauriya Math is same. Also, no difference with Chaitanya Math. Because Srila Bhaktivinoda Tirtha Goswami Maharaj is the first, not first, is the one of the Seva, server of our, this in Godrum, what the name of the Subharna Vihar temple. He is the server, he is the pujari, he is the cook, everything he is doing. But he is from Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Math. So, this is the Bhagavad Parampara. I am from Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Math, disciple of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, but in Chaitanya Gauriya Math. Many of our devotees, they are from Srila Bhakti Vikan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, but they are also from Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Math. But I am one sannyasi and I have initiation right from Binda Parivar International Mission. So, as a Bhagavad Parampara, I am disciple of Srila Bhakti Alak Paramadhananda Swami Maharaj. Guru Parampara line, this. But I say, beginning, one of the sloka, Guru Mukha Padma Vakka Chittete Kariya Aiko Arna Kariya Mone Asha. But my mission Acharya is Srila Bhakti Vibhuda Bodhan Goswami Maharaj. Because Gurudeva says, if you put one of the mirror in front of me, glass mirror in front of me, inside of the mirror, this is Bhakti Vibhuda Bodhan Goswami Maharaj. No difference. My Gurudev say, my Acharya, my mission Acharya is Srila Bhakti Vibhuda Bodhan Goswami Maharaj. So, I am not saying, I am the Acharya, I don't care. Because this is the Guru Mukha Padma Vakka. Maharaj said, Maharaj take sannyas from Mahavir Maharaj. Means Maharaj also from Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Math. One side Maharaj from Gauriya Mission. My Gurudev from Gauriya Mission also. Because the last server of the Jagadguru Prabhupada is my Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. He never lost the relation with the Gauriya Mission and Sri Chaitanya Math. Yes, some problem coming in Sri Chaitanya Math, then he leave. But continue, he keep relation. So after Srila Bhakti Goswami Goswami Maharaj leave body, leave this material world, Srila Bhakti Pragya Jyoti Goswami Maharaj, he went to Gurudeva. Gurudev, Puri Goswami Maharaj, when he went, Gurudev said, oh, come. Gurudev, you accept the Acharyaship of, you know this, Gurudev, you know this story. You accept the Acharyaship of Mayapur Sri Chaitanya Math. Gurudev agree, but those time, not only Srila Bodhan Goswami Maharaj, Gurudeva, Srila Paramadhananda Swami Maharaj, Sri Ramesh Prabhu, Ramdas Prabhu, Bodhan, Srila Bhakti Bodhan Goswami Maharaj, all are there and say, Gurudev, not going, not leave the, even Srila Bhakti Tirtha Goswami Maharaj said, yes Gurudeva, not leave the, our Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Math, our Gopinath Gauriya Math. This time Gurudev is Sri Chaitanya Gauriya Math, not leave the Math. You are secretary. Like this is the relation. If anyone not accept the Guru Mukha Padma Vakka, then the relation also broken from the mission, his principal mission. Because Maharaj's principal mission is Sri Bhagavaja Gauriya mission. But when mission, trustee, mission, authority is corrupted, this is another thing. Sometimes Sri Chaitanya Math organizing committee is corrupted. Then they are leave. The devotees are leave. Srila Bhakti Madhav Goswami Maharaj leave the Sri Mayapur Sri Chaitanya Math. And those time, Srila, who said, who is the against of Srila Bhakti Madhav Goswami Maharaj? You know? Who is the against? Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. Gurudev is the against of Bhakti Raita Madhav Goswami. You make wrong. You leave the Mayapur Sri Chaitanya Math. This is wrong decision. I don't like you. But time is gone. One day, Srila Bhakti Raita Madhav Goswami Maharaj in Kolkata Math, the main Math, the head office of the Mayapur Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math head office. From there, look, Gurudev walking on the street with a bag. Quickly he go down and say, Dandavad, Dandavad. Say, my elder brother. Where you go? I go to Bhakti Siddhanti Maharaj Math. I stay there. I leave Mayapur Sri Chaitanya Math. This time no mobile, no more this social media and these things. So say, why you go there? You stay here. Come. Say to devotees, make the chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The Puri Goswami Maharaj come in our Math. Then he bring and keep place just up of the room of the Srila Bhakti Raita Madhav Goswami Maharaj. When Srila Bhakti Vikan Bharati Goswami Maharaj said, also Bhikshu Maharaj said same things. Bhikshu Maharaj here now. They say, when we are go for make Dandavat to Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Raita Madhav Goswami Maharaj say, no, any one devotee, no, first go up, there up, my elder godfather, Puri Goswami Maharaj, Dandavat there, then you Dandavat there, not necessary, he is here. So, this is the relation between each other. If, like, I don't say the name, one of the mission is corrupted, means they have come so much ego on their control committee, the trustee, the GBC, Chaitanya Gaudiya Math have GBC, every Math have GBC, we have the GBC also, governing body. So, trustee, GBC. So, then the devotees from this mission, they'll leave. Yes, because trustee is corrupted. The control committee is corrupted. GBC is corrupted. If GBC corrupted, then devotee can leave the mission for continue his bhajan. Devotees join the mission not for politics, for spiritual upgradation, for spiritual practice. So, if anyone can leave the mission, but must be follow his Gurudev who said, if mission is corrupted, this is another thing. But relation, if devotees want the devotees, this is the, I think this is the duty of devotees must be touch with the principal mission, means original mission. If a trustee and GBC is corrupted, this is another thing. This is other thing. So, if anyone here have my godfathers here, Maharaj here, he is also my godfather. So, if I ask to any of my godfather, any question, then I can give answer. Sanagreshi Prabhu?
Sanagarishi, you're speaking so nice and so many examples and so, I mean like high-level examples, high-level examples of very highly authorized personalities. So I cannot compare what I talk about is just something I'm reading and something I'm trying to digest and something that I'm trying to present. But you're giving a factual, personal relationship, and you're seeing the different connections with the different devotees.
And I forget one talk. Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, now he is 100 years. He is with us. He is with us. He is not in body. He is with us. He always said, every Vaishnava and Vaishnavi is godfather and god sister. Every, not only our mission, not only your principal mission, and every sannyasis, every acharya, is Guru Maharaj. Because Acharya is Acharya. Acharya have same as Mahaprabhu. So by this you can keep relation with every mission. Also, he said at last, I want a secretary of World Vaishnava Association, Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra, from each mott must be have a secretary of Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra, because if anyone go to Delhi mott or Mayapur or anywhere, you look this, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, President, World Vaishnava Association, Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra, then written President Acharya of Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math register. Means he follow the Prabhupada. Prabhupada, even in Mysore, Prabhupada written everywhere, Bimala Prasad Saraswati or Bimala Prasad, Patraraj, Sri Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra. Prabhupada recruit 13 of the secretary for Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra from another part. Srila Bhakti Banadev Goswami Maharaj secretary for Madras. I remember. Srila Gurudev Srila Bhakti Rakshita Dev Goswami Maharaj secretary for Bardhaman. I know this. I heard from my grandfather. So we are not forget Sri Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra, World Vaishnava Association, because Prabhupada make this for make together every mission under one umbrella. Every mission we are Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra. Every mission under Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra. Prabhupada never say, I am the Acharya of Mayapur Sri Chaitanya Math. He say always, Patraraj, Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtra. Not president, Patraraj.
I a small thing, but it's just in my heart is a big thing that made me feel so good, is that I met the son of the leader of the Gaudiya mission in Bombay at that time, who every day took prasadam to my Srila Prabhupada and gave him his food. Every day he was going, and his mother was cooking him to eat. And here it is, the leader of the Gaudiya mission, and this is the person that helped him stay alive while he was in Bombay. So, I said, like, what is, even far back, because this is a big thing for somebody like myself, but you have so many relations. But when I wasn't able to see my Srila Prabhupada if it wasn't for Gaudiya mission. So I know there's so much good about Gaudiya mission. Even though I'm just an ISKCON and not able to see very much and not able to know very much, but I know there's so much in Gaudiya mission. So that's just a little bit of an eye-opener for me, But so many people have not had that eye-opening that there's so much to be had in any Gaudiya mission. There's so much flavor here to be had, so much flavor there to be had, but if you make a restriction of only my mat, you'll never know. You'll never be able to experience the nectar.
Yes, I also say one thing, I include one thing. I asked to my grandfather, you said the Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada is your Shiksha Guru, Godfather, because take shelter, because my grandfather from the disciple from Goswamis from the Bagnapara. So he taken shelter under Prabhupada, got the Gayatris. So I asked why. Say Prabhupada, actually Prabhupada, Vishnupad, Krishnapad, all name used for gurus, and it's found in Hari Bhakti Vilas, there have mentioned Guru or Shiksha Guru as devotees can called as Prabhupada, as Krishnapad, as Bhaktipad, many. But Prabhupada is the last, because Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati accept the Prabhupada, the last order of there. So I have you say, my Prabhupada. Prabhupada is Prabhupada. Disciple can call his guru is Prabhupada. Like the Acharya Pad, they are also Japataka Maharaj disciple, they are called Acharya Pad. Bhakti Pad means our first Sannyasi, Prabhupada, what the name? Yeah. Kirtanananda Swami is called Bhakti Pad. So this is the only honor for disciple. For these, if anyone fight, why call Prabhupada? Why call Prabhupada? This is absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Like Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj disciple called Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj as Prabhupada. Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj, someone asked to Bhakti Vaibhav Puri, Srila Gurudev Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj, why you going to Western country? Say, nice preaching in Western country. Say, I am not go for preaching. I go, my elder brother go there and put some tree, make garden around the world. And I go for renovation, for care this garden and bring their fruit from there, from this garden. Either this fruit taken by Upper Sampradaya. So, first of the fight, okay, ISKCON devotee can call Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj as Prabhupada. So, as like my disciples, they are called me Guru Baba. Not Gurudev, not Guru Maharaj, Guru Baba. What I doing? They are called me. What I doing? So, same case, when Srila Bhaktivilas Tirtha Goswami Maharaj said to Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, your disciple called to you Prabhupada. This is totally wrong. Prabhupada is our Prabhupada. Prabhupada is our Prabhupada. Say, no, they are called me. By this only one talk, Prabhupada calling, Gaudiya Math, Gaudiya Mission, Gaudiya Sri Chaitanya Math is broken. They don't like each other. Why? That means we are easy. We are not easy. We are very strong Vaishnava community. Necessary, throw this everything and make together. Then our principal mission, present mission, all make together. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Come to this side so we don't have to switch.
Just turn it. Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Kadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Purnitaya Namo. Today's topic is very interesting.
Where's the mic?
And
Right on the other. Mic.
Today's topic is very interesting, and we have to look at it from the whole context. So everybody is thinking Gurudev is greatest, and he is always pure, and he is magnificent, and he is perfect. This is what our philosophy is teaching us from the beginning. Gurudev is perfect, and is Krishna himself. So the real disciple is the one who has understand that, right? So when Gurudev is not physically there anymore to take the decisions, because when Gurudev is there, he says, we do like this, and everybody is following. So it's easy. Just following, it is easy. Easy I put like in parentheses because it is not that easy, but it's easier than when you are the one who has to take decisions. Because when Gurudev is saying something, you are not thinking, oh, this is wrong. Maybe you have a different opinion than Gurudev, but at the end, you know whatever Gurudev has decided is perfect. But when Gurudev is not there to say what to do, then the opinion, personal opinion or developed of the disciple will come, and the devotees will say, I think Gurudev will do this. But maybe the God brother is thinking, no, I think Gurudev will do this another thing, right? So I can think Gurudev is perfect, but I know my God brother, and I think he is not perfect. He can make mistakes. So maybe his decision is not right. So sometimes Gurudev is saying the next person who will take my place is this another person. But maybe he is not saying, right? So, of course, maybe there is someone who says, okay, I will try to take that position because I will get name, fame, recognition. But that is not the topic, because that person will for sure be kicked out naturally from Lord Chaitanya's mission. Naturally, it will be taken out, because you need some sincere will of devotion for Gurudev and try to please Gurudev, that will allow you to continue in the mission of your Guru. Even if the mission of your Guru, it is not the institution, but the mission is what is the goal of Guru, right? So we can see that even if we are all coming from Lord Chaitanya's mission, that is to distribute the holy name, we can see different flavors in the different acharyas and giving different emphasis to their own mission. And the devotee will go through that flavor that is thinking that's what Gurudev wants to fulfill, right? So, so if Gurudev has said, this person will continue the mission, but I don't like the mood of my God brother, or I think my God brother can make mistake, or I think I can help my God brother by preaching, or I think I would like to do it in my own feeling, to fulfill Gurudev's desire in my own feeling, then different missions will start, different, let's say, acharyas will appear, right? But then there is the conflict coming. The conflict is why you are not following this one who is more pure than you, right? And that judgment will come from other God brothers or by the disciples of one of the God brothers. Why you are not going through that one who is actually pure? You are not pure enough. Because we are thinking purity is the base of the standard to go on to become an acharya. Right? Because we are thinking Gurudev is perfect. So if you are not perfect, you cannot take the place of Gurudev. Is that easy? Right? But actually, what we have learned is that perfect or imperfect, what Shaunaka Prabhu is saying, was saying, it will come only by Krishna's grace, by Krishna's plan, by Yogamaya plan. But what is important is the desire of the devotee to please his Gurudev. So, I will try to please Gurudev staying in the same mission and supporting my God brother, or I will try to please Gurudev to preach in maybe some area that my God brother cannot preach because they don't have the mood, because they don't have the time, because it is a very big world to preach, or also even because of the culture. Like I know some sannyasi that he is a little bit out of what is the common, because he has long hair and long beard, and he is preaching. But for the people who he is preaching, it is perfect, because the people feel engaged, feel attracted by that external mood. But maybe it is not like what is the usual mood that you will find in a Gaudiya Mat Vaishnava sannyasi, right? But if, and we have to look at the instruction of Gurudev. Gurudev, you can say Gurudev said we should shave. So he is not shaving, so he should not represent Gurudev. But actually, maybe is with the long hair, the possibility to fulfill Gurudev's instruction, that is, to engage everybody on chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Maybe if he was shaved, then the others with long hair would not come to chant, right? So when we can look at the sincerity of the devotee to please Gurudev, we should happily, and related with the yesterday talk or discussion, free of envy, think, oh, he is trying to fulfill Gurudev. In whatever way he is trying, Krishna is arranging, and I am happy for him, and if I can support or help in some way, then we will try to. And then there is no any kind of friction, and in that way you can also be related with the original mission where you have joined, and you can be friendly of everybody. If we are thinking, everybody is trying to fulfill Gurudev's wish according their own feeling. And one thing the other day Sripad Padmanabh Maharaj was saying is that I can see in Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada sannyasis like expansions of Prabhupada. Like everybody has like an special quality of Prabhupada and give a little bit. So one is more focused on book distribution, other one on engaging in this way, some other one in more shastric, other one in more archana, like that. But everybody is trying to fulfill Gurudev. That's the main point. And Gurudev is unlimited. So everybody could engage in that way. No? So getting out of the original mission, it is not a problem if you are engaged on the sincerity of fulfill Gurudev's desire, Gurudev's mission. Like we can see after Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta has finished his lila here, personally, his expansion has come in 64 different missions, right? So and that is expanding even more. Now there are more hundreds of missions, and all at the end, all are expansion of the mission of Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, and we can find in all of the temples the picture of Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, but all maybe with a little different taste. Right. So not envy is the solution, I think.
Thank you. Our lecture is overextending a little bit today, which is very successful. If we have a subject which requires much more than an hour, that is very healthy, because that means it's an important subject. I just want to say a few observations, and that is many times I have been approached by my godbrothers to give them sannyas. And I said them, I can do that as a formality because you're a disciple of Prabhupada, I am a disciple of Prabhupada. Now, since I've taken sannyas from Srila Sridhar Maharaj, if you want to, I gladly give this specific request of yours, but I don't want you to be in the Vrinda mission. Meaning, not that I'm against any one of them, I think a sannyasi or an empowered preacher should start something on his own. Yeah. And he should be responsible. And he shouldn't think, now I'm sitting in this mission and the brahmacharis have to run when I give orders to them. Well, while I wasn't involved to make them devotees or anything. There may be exceptions to everything when there's a special feelings, like Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. He helped Bhakti Daita Madhava Maharaj for many years. But when the disciples said, we want you as a guru and not Madhava Maharaj, not Bhakti Ballabh Tirtha Maharaj, then he had to start the Gopinath Gaudiya Math. And Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj, he was also, when people insisted, we want to be your disciples, he had to start a mission of his own in the very end. But in our mission, for example, we have a little different vision. We don't want to wait till the end. We want the people to start to being acharyas while they're young, dynamic, with some capacity and some energy. Of course, if that is given to them, if Krishna inspires them to do that way. But because the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha has that point of view that really everybody who wants to serve Prabhupada and Krishna, he can be an acharya and he'll be out somewhere and doing something which nobody else is doing. Like somebody said, the world is big, there's space for everybody, for sure. So by going to some place like we know in Central America, for example, there's countries where nobody's preaching right now. Countries. Who's going to go there? Who's going to do the tapasya Prabhupada did or others did so that Krishna consciousness will come there? So Prithiviti Achiyati Nagaradigram, that is required for every town and village in the world. So from that point of view, of course, we also appreciate this Bhagavata Parampara, these eternal associates of Krishna who come into this world and they give the highest truths and they can shed light on the complex theology of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and all that, no? But then there's another one, who's going to tell us Chatusloki of Bhagavad Gita and teaches us the basics of Bhakti Yoga. So in this way, every blade, not even a blade of grass, moves without the mercy of the world. Krishna Shakti Vina Nahi Tari Pravartan. We are open and we want to see. Let's judge something and some person by the result. Let's see what comes from him. Rather than say, oh, you're not that old or you're not this adhikar, something which nobody else exactly can say. Because if you want to know who's an Uttama Adhikari, first of all, you've got to be one. You're going to be one to know one. So who's going to say, hey, you're not an Uttama Adhikari? That means you think you are or what? So it doesn't fit together with our whole Vaishnava philosophy of humility, and I'm useless, I'm the most fallen, and I'm disqualified. Yes, we all like that, and we know it. Nevertheless, Prabhupada sent us, go open a temple there, do this, do that. And if you wear the dress and behave the way you can, then you will become that which you are attempting to do. In this way, the platform of Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha is so unique because it's very open. We believe in the devotees. We don't have anything. Somebody might say, but he did some mistake before. Yeah, maybe. Who has not done any mistake in the past. So you may disqualify him in your mind, but he will not be disqualified in the face, in the heart of those who is he preaching to, because nobody else is preaching to them. So in this way, very revolutionary, I have a desire, my heart longs, that this conversation, this Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha Ishtagosti conversation on so many topics, and we were going to other topics, like Govinda Maharaj was talking about names and titles of devotees, and another person was talking about I forgot, but just so many subjects, because we have so many subjects to discuss and to study and what's the proper approach to it. So I really hope that this platform over the next 5, 10, 20 years will become more and more enlivening topic, and it'll become like a council of good advice for difficult situations or for people looking for association, looking for service, looking for to have a sense of belonging. Because when you leave your mission of your guru, what is really missing most strongly is all of a sudden you have no sense of belonging. You are a Gaudiya Vaishnava, yes, but where, with who, how you associate. The sense of belonging which Srila Jiva Goswami provided when he mentioned the Vishwa Vaishnava Rath Sabha, which we saw Srila Bhakti Rakshak Maharaj wrote in his poem, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started an he said an association of Vaishnava groups was started in Vrindavan. Otherwise, why did these people, these great souls, make in one little village a temple here, a temple there, a temple everywhere, with their disciples' help? Why? Because they could see the need for it. They could see that many people will come and they will need some place. So after some years, Govinda Maharaj will have another temple in Vrindavan and maybe in Puri or who knows where. Our Padmanabha Maharaj, he may have some of his disciples. Maharaj Niskinchana wants to spread Krishna consciousness. And even those devotees who are coming from the Vrinda mission, in our particular case, we follow the instruction of Srila Bhakti Rakshak Maharaj. And he said, new gurus must make new temples. And in those new temples, of course, there will be the main inspiration. And they have to maintain the purity and everything as Prabhupada taught us. And that will be the real health. Because in that sense, Vishwa Vaishnava Rath Sabha, even though we are registered for practical reasons, it's not an institution. There's not one head. There's not one person who initiates everybody. There's not one person who gives orders to the others. All these elements of the normal Vaishnava institution, which we are accustomed to, we don't want that. We don't have that. And we don't need that. Because in a certain way, the freedom is really the source of inspiration. But then, okay, then you may say, if you go to Radhanath Swami, he says, I surrender to you. Pay me some place I can preach. And Radhanath Swami gets some of his donors. They give you a temple and you can preach. Yes, then you're there and you make disciples for Radhanath Swami. And there's nothing wrong with that. If somebody feels like that, they can do so. But when you are Acharya, basically has to do what like Prabhupada style. Knock at doors and ask for donations. Prabhupada collected in Delhi for printing his books. Then he begged for a ticket to the US. Then he went to the US. He maintained himself by selling his books. So amazing. But Krishna showed there was no lack of money. Money will come when Krishna wants it to be there. And so it's all a very nice. Plus, we are all supposed to be detached. We do everything belongs to Krishna. So thank you very much for joining this discussion tonight. I think it's a little late for having further discussion. But if anybody says, I have to say something, and if I can't say it, then I will be not feeling good. So, Govinda Maharaj.
Just Gurudeva, I include something. Tomorrow, on 29, Gurudeva first, when giving me power for, giving me mercy for give initiation, so I start little, and Gurudev say, every Acharya must be make a temple. I know this, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Goswami Maharaj said, but I have no money. But tomorrow, by the Gurudev mercy, I open a center with a Jagannath calendar. You know, we have no calendar. Like we are keeping wall calendar. And tomorrow in Marida, in Venezuela, our Vrinda mission, second temple, because Merida have one temple, is Navanilachal. And tomorrow start one new center with Gaurnitai and Gopal, which is the installation by our Mataji, what's the name? Gunamani. And its center in charge is Mataji Shivani Saraswati, who by the mercy of Gurudev, who taken initiation from me. Tomorrow Gaunitai and Gopal installation there and start new center is named Navashikhetra. And its president, Gurudeva Rikud, the president, one another Mataji, she is from Spain, Mataji Dwarka Lila. Dwarka Lila sent the books, money, deity, everything from Spain. There in Spain we have a center, in many centers, we have a center in Tenerife, is Navapurushottam Khetra. There are Jagannath Balam Subhadra, but tomorrow start the new center of Brinda Mission. So, this, I make this center, Goswami Maharaj make another center, everyone make another center, many of Guru make the center. But all center belong to Brinda Mission, and Brinda Mission belong to Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Mission, means Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtrava. Now tomorrow, one Vishwa Vaishnava Rashtrava new center means officially starting few last 2 years. Madhav Krishna, yes, this is, I forget, Srila Madhav Krishna Prabhu giving the class always, and actually he inspired to Shivani, Mataji Shivani Saraswati, for started temple with the deity. This is by the help of Madhav Krishna Prabhu. So necessary, when I feel this, when any of sannyasi like Nishkinchan Maharaj, if start mission, necessary we are also help. Because I don't know Spanish and Mataji Shivani don't know English, not even one word. So Madhav Krishna Prabhu continue preaching. Now continue, he also giving class. Continue, he giving class, and he is spread. He is a Shiksha Guru. He is a Shiksha Guru of my disabled, because my disabled they are Spanish. They don't know English. So as a Shiksha Guru, he inspired for make a mission. Necessary to every sannyasi make a mission and help others. Okay? Hari Bol.